got this. You guys know how to do this. It's not my stuff.
Alright people, welcome back inside Kilimandjaro Radio. I'm your humble host, Lady Mensah, and you're tuned into the Ladies Corner Show. If this is your first time tuning in with us, I just simply want to say, what's up? That was a little too much. To our people who've been listening to us and who've been with us from time, what's hood, my niggas? Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. But you get what I mean, my ninjas, that's the new thing. Alright guys, so today, as you know it, if you heard that sound, it's Ghana's 62nd Independence Day. Yes, my country is 62-year-old. So today we have a lot of things lined up for you. And like I said before, if you're following our page at the Ladies Corner Show, we have Mr. Activated, who's going to be joining us today in the house to help us with our discussion. We're going to get to know him, what he's about, what his show is about. Honestly guys, today we're going to take it cool. We're going to play crazy GH music, so prepare yourself to have some fun with us. So without further chap smacking from me, okay, while we set up for Mr. Activated, I'm going to throw you guys into our first track of the night. So here we go with Ebony with Sponsor. You guys enjoy, and I'll be right back with more information.
Town Records. Playlist beats.
Only wonders. See, I've got myself a sponsor. Anything me ask, get it bye-bye. Even though he's older, but I got to survive in this life. Another one who is younger. When I ask for something, they cry. Messi papa ya me nyani bia, oma me bibia. That's where drana go, but she na coming kwa. And now baby I'm in Chevy, so ni masema what can you say? Pull it for me, slow down. Mississippi, yeah, pull it for me, slow down. Me got see, yeah, and pull it for me, slow down. Mississippi, yeah, pull it for me, slow down. Me got see.
Guys, welcome back inside KMD Radio. I'm your girl Lady Mensah, and you're tuned into the Ladies Corner Show. Today is Ghana's Independence Day, and as a Ghanaian, you know I am over myself with today. Like, only thing that hurts about today is the fact that I'm not in GH. Real shit. The only thing that hurts about today is the fact that I'm not in GH. Because I'm telling you guys, you think Christmas is popping in Ghana? Try going to Ghana when it's Independence Day. That's when the real shit goes down. Maybe I should watch my mouth. Allow me, man. I'm excited today. We got Mr. Activated in the house, who's here right now. What's good, sir?
What up, what up, what up?
Hey, like, do your thing.
I'm just here enjoying the vibes and, you know what I mean, enjoying not having to do anything. So I'm saying, this is your show.
I can't stand you. I can't stand you. You guys, he literally came in and he was so excited. He's like, this is the first time I'm going on air that I don't have to do anything and just chill. But he's lying, because he's going to help me today. He's going to help me with the music and some camera action that we have going on here. Right. So speaking of camera, you guys, if you have not been following our platforms, this Sunday we launched our TV division for Kilimandjaro Radio. So we have Kilimandjaro TV up and running. Well, actually we're still working out the kinks with the apps, but it's going to be up and running very soon. So make sure you're following our page, which is KMA on IG, my page as well, which is ladiescornershow.com, and our gentleman right here, because you know what, we're gonna make him a partner in this situation.
Right.
You know, like, we go way back.
Way back.
The energy,
way back.
You know, the energy is for real. So we gotta keep this going. You know what I mean? So Mr. Activated is also gonna have that link up, and he was also here for the launch. So before we even get into all your business and all the girls you've been with in the last 17 years, you know, tell us, how did you find the launch, the TV launch?
I mean, it was great. To me, I was even surprised that I got to come.
Why?
I'm like, yo, I'm kind of important out here in these streets now. But
you are.
I got the invite from Ibou. Shout out to him, and he sent it to me because I also came on his show. On his sports show and stuff, so we talked, and he's been following my podcast for some time. So he reached out to me like, man, we want you to come. Here's the invitation and things like that. I was like, you know, I don't miss these things for nothing in the world. You know, it was incredible. It was really, it's good to see things evolving and going to a different direction. So I know the radio's been on for some time.
Yeah, like I believe we've been on for like 4 years. I joined them last July, actually. So I'm new in the house as well, still growing with them.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is your people though. Like,
I mean, yeah, you know, I heard about the radio way back then when they did the first award show.
Okay.
And that caused a little bit of tension out here in these Toronto streets. But,
really? But wait, hold on. You're American, so when you say tension, it kind of sounds like a beef thing. What do you mean tension?
Sound like some on side, but you know, African people, we don't beef. We just talk smack behind people's back. We really, African people are not about that action on no way, shape, or form. But because I think before when they launched, there was also an award show. I don't want to name names, but it was already going on. So like people felt like it was a way or whatever. That's how I was introduced to it. But I think I even went to like the first two, if I believe, and then
the first two awards, which is KMA Music Awards. Okay.
Yeah, I got to go to the first two. So after that, they didn't invite me, but hopefully this year. Yeah, maybe hopefully this year I'm back. But no, it was good. It was good. It was good.
You guys, hopefully you show him some love. No, but I mean, we're gonna have it again this year. Right. If anything, you know, we could be hosting it together.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Amen.
Okay.
Let the checks come through.
No, true that. This year, no freebies, nothing. Listen, people, when you're gonna hire folks out here to come help you with something, no matter how small you think they are, or you know how unexposed that you think they are, listen, it costs money for them to get to you, so we're also gonna need you to support the pockets a little bit. I mean, you drove here today, right?
Yeah. I mean, to me, I don't mind doing free stuff because I've been doing free stuff like my whole.
What, I don't want to say like that. Are you kicking like that to say you don't mind doing free stuff?
No, see, I have a. I don't want to now. You know what? Fuck it. I got a job outside of this, so it allows me a certain level. Like I don't chase money because I chase, in a sense, like I'm saying, like hosting. I've hosted a lot of shows for free, but it gets to a point where I'm like, all right, cool. If y'all keep putting me on these shows, that means you guys appreciate something that I do. So then you got to show me some sort of like recognition by, you know what? We're gonna put some money behind you. It doesn't gotta be nothing crazy because I'm flexible in terms of like what it is we're trying to do. If people are doing free show and most people not paying to come in, like I've also been behind the scenes like putting up parties, and so I know what that is. So if I could come up there and you could throw me whatever, and I could be a part of it and help move the platform, I'm okay with it, right? But it just comes to a point where people expect you to do tier 1 type of work, but they're not paying you. But it's like, at some point in time, where's the motivation? Where are we catching that from, right? Because even showing up, like to you know, putting gas in your car, things like that. But because I do okay in life, right?
You don't really look at it.
You know what I mean? I like to just like that's the last thing I like.
Yo,
to
that was
really
a rich boy laughter right there.
I mean, you know. I've been practicing.
Yo, he really has. It sounds like you have though.
But yeah, I mean that's really what it is. So.
Okay.
Hopefully we get to link up and do some great stuff.
Oh, we have to. So you guys, a little fun fact about Mr. Activated here. I'm gonna call him. Is it okay? Should I call you Mr. Activated or can I call you by your?
I mean, honestly, I feel like you shouldn't call me Mr. Activated.
Yeah, it's kind of weird for me. Like it feels, you know.
It's weird for me. Honestly, it's weird for me when people call me that. But then I realize that some people really don't know me, right?
Yeah.
Outside of that, so it's okay. But you like. I mean, also, are we going to share our story?
We are going to share our story. Okay. Like, why not? Because I didn't, you know, there's no way you can tell your story without me being in your story. And by the way, guys, if you're following us on IG, that comment under my picture about he and I should date, that's not what it is, okay? Don't listen to that crazy boy. That's not what it is.
Yeah, but you know what? That got crazy.
I'm going to call you Ibou, okay? Because that's his name.
That is my name,
I've known Ibou since high school. I believe it was like was it last year or grade 11? When you came.
11th grade.
When you moved from.
I mean, the fun fact is, Linda was literally my first friend in Canada. First ever person that I spoke to.
Because I'm a chilada.
That I didn't know. I was at the bus stop. She ran up on me.
I ran up on you?
Really did.
That was the story?
Yeah, I mean,
remind me, wait, what?
You don't even remember. I remember this vividly. I'm at the bus stop. This is the first day of school. I'm trying to get to school, and then I'm standing at the bus stop. And I think you saw me and you realized this guy's new.
Yeah. I got that vibe a lot.
And then you came up to me and you're like, oh, where you from? And then we started talking, and then we went to school. So, and then when we got to school, right, you like introduced me to everybody else. Everybody I met came because of you, through you, and then you know when you get a little poppin', you leave your old friends.
He literally ditched me, you guys. Like he said, "F you, I'm cool now. I'm with the basketball
Soon
players."
as I got on the ball tee, I was like, you know what, then I'm out. Yeah, I don't know this. No, but like I mean, that's love. That's love. So I mean, I can never forget that because literally you're the first person I met when I moved to Toronto. So that was big. So every time I see her, I always tell them, I know you popping out here. So when I run up on you, people are like, how do you even probably know me? You know what I mean? But I'm like, we've been knowing each other for a long time.
From time. Like I honestly, it's crazy that you remember this, and I don't remember. It's not that I don't remember it because I don't hold the memories or anything. Like I'm big on memories. Like I don't even have to remember it. As long as I see you and I know like we've had a past before, and it was an awesome moment. That right there, the love goes on. And that's why I tell people, I'm like, I don't care if my friends go away for years on hand and I don't speak to them. I don't think calling me every single day proves that you're a great friend or proves that, you know, you're a genuine person that I'm always going to hold in my heart. It's all about the memory, the person that you are when you're away, what you're doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you give me the cold shoulder, like when I see you or something, then I'll be like, oh, okay, we've grown that far apart. Yeah. But like every time I see you too, the love is always there.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, you got to understand, like, people really remember how you made them feel the first time, right? Like, it's a feeling that regardless of what transpires over the years, I can never forget that. And also, if I'm sitting up there telling you that I'm a genuine person, how can I ever see you? I don't care what it is. How can I ever see you and be like, I don't know, that's not me. Now, I know a lot of people do that, but that's because people deal with their own insecurities. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
I always tell people, like, you don't need to be popping to be somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like when I talk about even things like me talking about the first award show and I was there to like I've been around but not like as exposed as I am now. Yeah. So this stuff don't faze me. There's nobody in Toronto today, especially in the African community, that I've not seen at the very beginning of the stage them coming up. I mean everybody like we used because Motherland and we used to do parties.
Yeah.
We used to hire these guys for like $100. Like I know this for a fact.
So right? Kill me. So like I'm not even impressed by the new outfit and the new shoes. And the new.
So like for me, like when somebody get bigger and then they deal with you differently, it's like, hey bro, did you forget that like if we didn't put you on parties to MC to DJ, you're not getting there. So like people forget like stepping stone and I get it. You want to front for the Instagram, man. I sleep good at night, so I ain't got the kind of problems.
That's true. And you can tell it, like, you always, like, one thing I've loved about you from, I think, day one, was how open you are to, like, everybody. Yeah. Like, you're not, like, you know, first when I heard the American accent, I'm like, oh, he's going to be a little womanizer. He's a whore. It's okay. We're going to be friends.
I'm just playing.
Ladies, no, he's not playing. Be careful. Lock your daughters, lock your wife, okay? He's not playing. Again, seeing you at that stop, you were lost. I thought to myself, oh, another African. I know how this feels when I first came. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm always looking out for my people. I was like, but then when the accent came, I was like, oh shit. But then you ditched me like for the boys, and I was like, you know what? It's okay. I got jealous for a bit. Now that I remember that moment, I got jealous for a little bit. I was like, you know what? It's okay because he's still hanging with my people, and then y'all ended up coming to our house every weekend, or we were at somebody else's house in the buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, what's true is that like. Also, another thing why some people I can't respect because I remember when I first came to Toronto, I literally had groupies. Like it was like this groupie-ish mentality. Oh, yo, can we get you to say coke?
It was the American thing.
And which I understand. So, like, if you've ever behaved like that towards me, and then I see you down the line, you act like you don't know who I am, that already shows me that, come on, man. Like, you can't, I don't care how big you got. Like, I met you when you were...
all over me.
And you're like, yo, like people used to literally blow up my phone, please come to the movies, please. And it was the weirdest thing in the world because in America, not that I wasn't known, but it wasn't a thing, right? It wasn't a thing till I came up here and all of a sudden, like, you know what I mean, just the way that I speak. People tell me that today, like to this day, why do you still got an accent? How was I supposed to speak English? Like, I don't understand.
It's not going to go anywhere.
I don't understand, like, okay, cool. Like, but then you get, like, people... think because a lot of people front and stage how they are truly when they see me
they think you're
like last time this girl that I met, like she was throwing hella shade my way.
For what?
because I guess she thought I was. I mean, I don't know if I can put this out there, but
say it. Just say it, man.
I went to this little speed dating event, right?
Okay.
For fun though, it wasn't like it to me like.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm out here. I'm really out here. I'm really. No, honestly, I met. I was doing the event. I was doing an event the week before, and I met the host of that event. So like, we connected. Share Instagram and that good stuff. So she was telling me, man, like you look fun. You should come. You should come. Mm-hmm. I was like, man, come on, man. I don't need to go to no space. Like that's how I was looking at it. But whenever I feel like that about something, that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So on one of the table, the girl was literally like kind of making fun of me because she didn't even ask like, oh, why do you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, so you just gonna front your way, like you gotta. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I mean?
First meeting?
Yeah,
like, she's just going to go jump to that?
And she sent me an email after, like, she's interested. No. Kill yourself. But anyways,
I said kill yourself.
The moral of the story is we are, like, we live in an era where, like, a lot of people forget and they don't stay true to themselves. So
listen, I know I made a joke saying that we're going to get in this business like that, but we're not going to go there, okay? So now let's talk about Mr. Activated, the podcast. Yes. I mean, you're funny, you have a great personality, and definitely, like, this is you. When I first heard you, I think my first episode that I listened to of yours was the one with Eve, and I was just like, every minute you spoke, I was just like, that is so Ibou, that is so Ibou. The person that came to mind is, when did he start doing this? Like, when did he decide he wanted to do a podcast? Like, how did that come about? Because I never...
The podcast story is an interesting one. It started, I think, October 2019. So it's been a year and a half. What does that put us? 18? I'm really bad with time, but I know it was October. Because it was like Thanksgiving weekend in Canada. Okay. So 2 years before, I was listening to podcasts and I got really inspired. And then when I started looking at the time in Toronto, we didn't really have like... Because in the U.S. they got big podcasts where you literally go in there and you get great information about the culture. It took me, I sat with the idea for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Because I didn't want to do something that was, first of all, that wasn't genuine to me. Mm-hmm. It wasn't consistent. It wasn't so, and also there was a minimum of equipment you needed to get and all that stuff. So I took my time with that and finally, while wrestling with it, my sister created the logo for me.
Nice.
And I was like...
This is in design?
I mean, she's in everything.
Oh.
Sis is very, like, good at these kind of stuff. So I was just like, she sent me the logo. She's like, hey, man. I was like, oh, shit.
I gotta do it now. The family supporting, it has to come.
And then we put out a couple of, a trailer and stuff like that. And then I put it out and I haven't stopped since.
Nice. Now, it's Ghana's Independence Day, so we gotta throw in a couple of tracks. Right here is Stoneboy featuring Medical and Darko Vibes, you guys. When we come back, we're gonna get to know Mr. Activated more.
We go chop life, we go make high, also we go carry. Big master. But I wanna answer again, and in the year all of the bad man game.
Alright guys, welcome back inside KMD Radio. We're going to continue to get to know our guest in the house, Mr. Activated, who's forgetting he's on live and on his phone.
My bad.
Yeah. So, Mr. Activated.
Yes, I'm here.
The man that doesn't quit, no matter who's watching. The man is just, we all need to aspire to be like him. Because sometimes I can be fake sometimes, but this guy doesn't have to. Yeah. Have you ever dated a Ghanaian girl?
Yeah, 100%. I think one of the best relationship I was in was with a Ghanaian girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this. You don't have to call no name.
Yeah, like I think we did a year and a half on like being like officially together, and we did another year and a half where we were like in between.
So dated a Ghanaian girl.
Yes.
A year on, a year off.
Yeah.
How does that even work? Like, first of all, before we even continue on that, how does it work? Do you date a year on and a year off? Like, the time that you're off, you still do stuff? What is it?
I mean, for me, how the problem is when you care about somebody, sometimes, there's mixed things overlap. But, I mean, our world would just meet, but it was kind of like, sometimes it was weird in a way where I didn't know how to behave because you're in between, right? This person's not your girlfriend, but you still care about them, and you don't want to, what I mean? So it's just kind of like that gray-ish area kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Now, aside from the off for 1 year, what are some of the things that she taught you about Ghanaians? You know, what are some of the favorite things that you like?
I don't know what it is about Ghanaian people, but it's a lot of similarities in how even we were brought up. A lot of love, a lot of like family orientated kind of mindset.
Did she ever make you Ghana jollof?
See, I have a problem with jollof.
Okay. What's your problem with jollof?
My problem is Ghana and Nigeria, you guys are master promotional, like you guys promoted this thing.
Yes.
But to the root of it, jollof is really from Senegal, right?
You can't, listen, we don't need you in this conversation. No, we don't need you in this conversation. Just step to the side, just come back to the good things that, this Ghana girl showed you. Let's move forward.
But I mean, for sure,
Eat your heart out.
I ate a lot of Ghanaian jollof and I love it.
So compared to your older sister's jollof and ours, are we close to Senegalese jollof?
See, you have to eat this. Senegalese food is fire.
Calm down. We're not talking about Senegalese. What is with you, man? Stay in. No, it's not about Ghana today.
You know what? Today is Ghana Independence.
Yes, Ghana's Day.
I love Ghana.
Thank you.
I would like to go to Kumasi one day.
Look how he even said that. You sound like a foreigner. Kumasi. Okay.
Did I mess it up?
You kind of said Kumasi.
No,
You can do it. Come on.
Kumasi.
It's the American thing, The American language just
my tongue can't twist like that. But we'll give it to Ghana for today. It's y'all day,
Thank you. You probably saw in the news some of the celebrities that were going down there. Right. What are some of the things that you saw that you're like, oh, I want to try it when I go out there?
I think I seen there was it like the Diggy Simmons or whatever they went to?
Yeah.
They was having a day party thing. You know what I'm saying? I love day parties. But I think for me, I would like to just go and dig into the history a little bit, just kind of understand it.
Happy Independence Day, Ghana. Shout out to all our friends and family out there. Honestly, Ghana gained independence around 1957 this day, by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and the Big Six. And honestly, I think Ghana has never been the same. And then we had the big old boy, bad boy, Jerry John Rawlings. You need to check him out. He was the first former president after he did, the coup d'etat and kind of like cleared a few people off because they were a bit full of shit. Yeah. He handed the presidency to the country, then took it back. Like, okay, you guys don't know what you're doing. And honestly, because it's Ghana's Independence Day, I'm just gonna touch it. And any Ghanaian watching now, I think Rawlings was the best president Ghana ever had because there was discipline, there was fear in the country, and everybody did their job. Like, you cannot be a thief when Rawlings was a president. But that's another topic. It's an Independence Day. We want to celebrate the good things about Ghana.
Yes, good things only.
Good things only. Right. When we come back, we're going to jump into our topic. And our topic today is on R. Kelly, guys.
Oh, man.
R. Kelly.
Stand there, them a guy. Go, one logo line. Are you one can fight? Why? No, small beats we just the play. Where you just decrease, that's nice. Mo say I'm a dancer, I'm a pay. I did there, move for you catch it. Bob said you will please say, where would they chill? East they go. Enjoyment, me share some. West flavor, East and dog. If they come out the girls from East, that one will make the sauce complete. If you ain't be me, I'll eat. When I choke your thighs, you go feel like your teeth. Cheese.
Come crab block, Indian sang come to me top plot. When I made the judge in the court, sister coast, what about us? Your back they dance to the beat. We are comes and flavor, MDK, we are back with the heat. So now get right to the seat.
Wait, are you talking about like the actual key? The one that you get where okay, yeah, that's key. That one, I don't know if you can find a real one here, but since you want to go to Kumasi, you will definitely find it down there.
Oh, I'm gonna hit my plug.
Hit my plugs. You better stop before people think you're selling more than you know.
Of course not.
Okay.
I'm all the way legit. That's all I know.
No, seriously, you can't even kill a butterfly. And speaking of butterfly, going on our, I guess this is gonna be our last fun fact. Not that we even give you guys many, but if anybody out there, if you love butterflies, this is just one thing to get, just to show you how beautiful Ghana is. I just found out, and again, don't judge me on this, that Ghana has about 650 different species of butterflies in the Cancun Park. So there you go, for all the girls that love butterflies, you know where to go. For all of you that loves, you know, touring and being in little villages and all that jazz, we have about 6 national parks that you can visit. They did that to protect the wildlife in Ghana. I didn't know Ghana had a wildlife. I mean, like, I've seen monkeys and I've seen on people's shoulders, like.
Yeah, but that's wild too, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it is, I guess so, right?
What animals y'all got out there?
Honestly.
Then to stop playing, yo. Shit, man. What y'all got?
The wildest animal I've been around is an angry goat.
That's it? Jesus Christ.
No, I lied. I've seen a crocodile before, but from far away. I've seen a
crocodiles there?
Yeah, we got crocodiles around.
We got rivers, right?
Yeah, like rivers. No, but they're not like in the rivers. Well, then there has been incidents where they found a few in the rivers, but no, these ones were like actually in a cage, you know, and they have some like places where you can go.
Looks like y'all got elephants and stuff.
We got elephants.